guys? Yet again, you know who this is. This is the Comic Guy, and yet again, welcome to my new video. And this video is about the review of Pacific Rim Uprising. I went today to go see the movie because I've been waiting for this movie for a while to see it since I saw that they were coming out. I love part one. It was a real good movie, and part two did not disappoint me at all. Let me tell you this. If you guys haven't seen Pacific Rim, it's about this monsters called Kaiju. They opened a rift in the Pacific Ocean, and they came to try to conquer the world. And the human race created these Jaegers that's kind of like big robots, kind of look like the Gundam robots from the anime series. And they came and went ahead and fought them. And Idris Elba, that is actually Stacker Pentecost. He's one of the main, people in the movie. One of the main characters. He went and risked his life to save the world. In part two, pretty much is the continuing. It's 10 years later. His son Jake, that is portrayed by Jonn Boyrga, and I have to say, he actually did real good in this movie. I seen him I've seen a couple movies. I haven't seen Detroit that I'm actually anxious to see. But there was a Netflix movie that he came out, and I forgot the name of it, but I'm sorry. But he, everybody knows Jonn Boyrga from The Force Awakens, and they know him from The Last Jedi. He didn't have a big part in The Last Jedi. He had a couple action scenes, but in this one, his acting is real good. I love it how his character, Idris Elba, kind of have that English England accent, and he, portrayed that he's from England himself. He just kept on with that character. His character is charismatic. He's like, I don't really want to, do what my father did. He thought that he let him down. But all through the movie, he actually did real good. Also in the movie is Scott Eastwood. He played a partial part in the movie. I couldn't say that he actually, it was more about Jake and the whole new thing, the whole new Kaiju that is coming out. It didn't have a lot of Kaiju action almost to the end of the movie, but during the movie there was a good action scenes. One of the young girls, and I'm going to get her name, I believe is Kaylee Spanny. Her character is Amara, and she was a young kid that, when 10 years ago when the Kaiju killed her parents, and she was living in the streets, and she created this Jaeger. It was not as big as a Jaeger, it was kind of mid-sized Jaeger, probably as big as a house. And she created this one, and that's how they met. And she was recruited into, being one of the soldiers to control a Jaeger. So the movie actually is more based on those two characters and the communication between each other. It was real good. The movie is actually had real good action scenes. I have to actually say it has real good action scenes. The one part, I don't know if you guys remember Pacific Rim 1 when Idris Elba was like, let's get together and let's save the world. He kind of have a good speech do it. It wasn't as good as Idris Elba, but Jonn Boyrga did actually good in that movie. Scott Eastwood, he did his own part. He was kind of like the brother, but the competition at the same time. And it was real good. Newt, if you guys don't know who Newt was, he was in part one. He was one of the people that pretty much was part of the saving the world, one of the scientists. He's actually one of the main villains. Spoiler, sorry. But it was actually a real good movie. I do recommend it if you guys are going to go see. Actually, it did real good. Opening weekend, it did $28 million. So it kind of did good in the box office. #1 movie in America right now. If you haven't gone to see the movie, you should guys go see it. It's actually real. I enjoyed the movie from beginning to end. It had good CGI. The robot fighting was awesome. I always love movies, sci-fi movies, when it has robots. It just reminds me of, Voltron, and remind me of Gundam, remind me of like Transformers. It was just a real good movie, especially when all the Jaegers come out at the end, like 4 of them. It was just a real good movie to see. It had good timing, comedy. It had good action. Some of the Kaiju kind of took over some of the drones, Jaegers, and they had a real good fight with them. It was actually a real good movie. It had a good fight scenes. It had good fight scenes with the Kaiju at the end, and then it was just pretty much a real good movie. I have to say, I actually really liked the movie. Like I said, if you guys have a chance to go see it, make sure you guys go to the movie and see it. I give it 2 thumbs up. The movie was actually real good to go see. I recommend it. Like I said, 2 thumbs up. Like I said, Jonn Boyrga did a great job. His acting, he's real good. He was his comedy was on point. Some of the comedy points are there. Some of the action scenes was on point. The CGI was really on point. It was just a real good movie. I do recommend it. 10 out of 10. I give it a 9 out of 10. There was a couple of things, kind of dragged a little bit in some of the scenes, but other than that, it was actually a real good movie. So I do recommend go see the movie. Plus, guys, we have 1 month left for Infinity War. Super excited to go see it. I just can't wait. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Other than that, we have 100 days till Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's going to be a hell of a summer this summer. It's going to be a real good summer. A lot of movies coming out this summer, so it's going to be very interesting to see what is going to be coming up in the Marvel Universe. I've seen a couple of trailers. I just so excited to see the whole Marvel Universe combined into one. It was just one of those, oh man, I can't wait. So we have 1 month left for Infinity War. We have 100 days for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Captain Marvel is having a lot of clues. There's a lot of things out there saying that Silver Surfer might be coming out in Infinity War. But that's a whole new video I will do for you guys later on. So I'm actually, probably this weekend, I'm going to go see Ready Player One. So make sure for that review, make sure to come into my channel, subscribe. Leave comments down below if you guys seen the movie. If you guys seen the movie, how did you guys like it? If you are anxious to go see it, make sure you guys go see it. And whatever you guys want to comment about, if you have any questions for me, if you want more videos or different videos, you guys let me know what you guys want. Make sure you guys check out all my other videos. I have some gameplay, some movie reviews. Make sure to subscribe. I haven't done a video, so I'm trying to catch up. I'm having some computer problems, but I'm trying to get a new one for you guys so I could keep doing those videos for you guys. But other than that, thank you again for coming into one of my videos. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification. And like always, there's the comic guy. Peace.